area to get a look at this winter snow and ice.
Fox 10 News reporter Renee Dials is on the phone in Clarke County to tell us what the situation is like there tonight. Renee?
Hey, Letitia and Lanice, I was just listening to Jason explain in meteorological terms what we're seeing out here in terms of sleet. Here in Jackson, it looks like snow and sleet, and it's still falling. It's also colder than it was when we got here this morning. Now, when this snow started earlier, you could see it collect on the rooftops and grassy areas. Now, there's accumulation just about everywhere, including the streets. The major streets, like Highway 43, have a slushy mix of snow and ice. But I noticed some side streets and neighborhoods were powdered with snow. So right now, it doesn't appear to be letting up.
Freezing rain and sleet started to fall around 10 o'clock this morning near the Washington-Clarke County line. In less than 2 hours, the Joe-McCorkadale Bridge was covered with a layer of snow and ice. A machine grader normally used to move dirt was brought in to plow the bridge. The driver made continuous passes over the bridge throughout the morning.
It looked like you were having a little problem up there. It's pretty slick.
At one point, state workers set out barricades in case the order came down to close the bridge. Red Davis says he's used to driving icy roads as a traveling salesman, but he says it can be tricky for most.
I know around bridges and across driveways, that's where you really need to watch it. Because it'll water will build up and like coming out of a driveway, and it'll ice up real quick.
You can see how icy the bridge looks even after it's been plowed several times. Snow is also starting to pile up on the sides of the bridge, and the worst weather is still ahead.
And that's definitely true. Now, the video that you just saw there in my package, you don't really see a lot of accumulation, but if you were here now, you would see it. It's starting to definitely stick on the ground. My photographer, Lakia, and I will be up here throughout the night, and we'll keep you posted as the conditions here change. In Jackson, I'm Renee Dowles for Fox 10 News.
Now, the sleet has been hitting downtown Mobile.
And that's exactly where we find Fox 10
News reporter Renee Dials was in Clarke County earlier today. She joins us now live by phone. Renee?
Hey, Bob and Ladies. The mayor here in Jackson made a decision this afternoon to officially close all of the roads in Jackson because of the hazardous conditions. Now, what that means is drivers are advised to stay off the roads, but there are no barricades up. I also talked to Alabama Department of Transportation workers at the Grove Hill office. They say the Highway 43 bridge is still open, but both north and southbound lanes are down to one lane each, and drivers are advised to use extreme caution.
Early afternoon driving started to get a little more difficult for folks in Clarke County. The town of Jackson doesn't have the equipment to deal with snow and ice, but they're trying to make do. A piece of equipment normally used on the ball fields was brought in to spread dirt on some of the iced-over roads. The McCorkadale Bridge on Highway 43 was the biggest concern. State crews had to use a machine grader to plow the bridge.
It looked like you were having a little problem up there. It's pretty slick.
Drivers appear to be heeding the advice to slow down.
It wasn't slick as long as I stayed in the ruts.
Now, again, the roads are closed here in Jackson, but it's voluntary. And I can tell you while there's not a lot of traffic out this evening, we are seeing some vehicles out there. Reporting in Jackson, I'm Renee Dowles for Fox 10 News.
Students all over our area stayed home today after school officials decided to close the doors.
And many of them will be staying home again